haven't really gone deep on leptin and ghrelin yet. So let's touch on those. They're really important. Leptin and ghrelin are the signaling hormones that tell you I'm hungry and then tell you I'm full. If you've got too much leptin and not enough ghrelin, you're going to always be hungry and you're never going to be full. Do you think this might have some level of impact on whether someone would gain weight or not? This isn't about calories. This is about hormones. Okay, so ghrelin is the true hunger hormone. We call both of them the hunger hormones. Ghrelin is the true hunger hormone. This is the one that tells your body, tells your brain that you're hungry, you need to eat too much, and you're going to eat more than you need. Leptin is the satiety hormone, or they call the starvation hormone. It's the one that tells you when you're full and you don't need to eat anymore. So too little of the leptin, you're just going to keep eating and eating and eating. Now, there's an interesting concept that I find interesting. We've only recently discovered leptin in particular. And you want leptin floating around your body. Leptin is created in the fat cells. So you would think if you've got lots of fat cells, you're going to have lots of leptin. The pharmaceutical industry certainly thought, oh, we need more leptin. Brilliant. Let's create a leptin pill. That will fix it. And you'd think, yeah, that'd fix it. And so the pharmaceutical industry is like, this is multiple trillions of revenue here. However, as we discovered more about leptin, we discovered that fat cells actually block the reception, block the signaling. They create what's called leptin resistance. So if there's too many fat cells, too much fat on the body, your body cannot receive the signal of leptin. This is a cruel twist of nature. This is a flaw in our genetic makeup, but we didn't evolve to have lots of fat on our body. We didn't evolve to be eating high fructose corn syrup and highly ultra processed foods. So in order for our brains to receive the signal of leptin, we need to have less fat on our body, which is so unkind, because it's like going, in order to earn loads of money from interest in the bank, we need to have loads of money in the bank. It's like, okay, well, can I have loads of money in the bank then, please? No. Leptin isn't going to be helpful to you until the fat cells are brought right down. The good news is, this is where we're laying the foundation, because if you lose weight in the right way, in the ways that we're talking about across these 3 lessons, you will be healing the endocrine system, and you will be losing fat cells, not just body weight, liquids, muscle mass, those types of things. And as you do that, your body will become more able to receive the signaling of the leptin, and it's going to become 10 times easier to keep that weight off. This is just one pathway towards that. So apologies, as I move forward and get excited, it puts that sunlight right on my face. All right, you guys still there? Are you still with me? I get nervous when the chat goes quiet that the broadcasters got cut off. But you can see where I'm heading with all of this. An acidic, inflammatory, standard Western diet of grains, sugar, gluten, ultra-processed food, toxins, and so on will lead quickly to the situation where you've got too much ghrelin, not enough leptin, you're always hungry, you're never full, and that's going to make things tricky. Now, you remember I said at the start of this session, if you've tried to lose weight before and you've found it hard, it is not your fault. If you've ever tried to lose weight doing the old conventional way of calorie counting and Weight Watchers and those sort of things, it is not your fault. You haven't been given the information that you need to do this properly. The industry, the packaged food industry is set up to keep you dieting, to keep you on that mission. It doesn't want you to succeed. Okay, you have to get back to nature, and you have to get back to a situation where you're nourishing your body with those alkaline, lovely, nutrient-dense foods. The last hormone we just mentioned quickly, because I mentioned it earlier, adiponectin, very rarely talked about. If any of you had ever heard of adiponectin an hour ago, I'll be surprised, because nobody ever talks about it. And this is the hormone that literally tells your body to burn fat for fuel. There's many studies have shown that the more adiponectin you have circulating in your bloodstream, the more likely you are to burn fat. If you move into keto circles, they're probably talking about adiponectin more than in just straight weight loss circles. When your body is inflamed, when insulin resistance is present, when cortisol levels are high, your levels of adiponectin will be considerably reduced. In other words, your body isn't going to be getting that signal to utilize fat as a source of fuel. The fat is there, but it's not being accessed. Your body wants to access it. Your body wants to access fat for fuel.